Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
As the temperature heats up, so does the Cape Cod Baseball League season. On the final day of June, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks welcomed division rival Cotuit to McKeon Park. 10 days ago, these two teams met for the first time in 2026. Cotuit could only muster a single hit and a 3-2 Hyannis win. Tonight, the Kettleers look for revenge. The Battle of Barnstable next on Cape League TV. As we say hello to you from inside the broadcast booth, I'm Max Schwartzberg, joined by Quincy Bell and Charlie Adams. Welcome to Harbor Hawks Baseball. Well, last night was electric for Hyannis, a 6-2 win to snap a 4-game skid. And the difference? The Harbor Hawks got the big hit. Hyannis' offense was able to go from behind, take a 2-1 lead, Fosberg extends it, and then it was a big RBI ground out. All 6 runs actually, came in the first 3 innings. Chaz, while the offense stole the show, the pitching was also really strong.
It was just an all-around good game, and they're coming up against a team that they have a win over. They've been great against the West Division. The problem today, they're facing a lefty on the mound. Adam McElvey from Georgia Tech on the mound for Cotuit is another challenge, which takes some hitters out of the lineup. Charlie Bates and Will Fosberg both on the bench after big games yesterday. So it's going to be some new faces looking to produce here today.
And Hyannis is going to put a southpaw on the hill. They get another Oregon Duck, Quincy, Jonah Barkov.
Yeah, head coach Mitch Carricker had high praise for the Oregon Duck pregame. He only threw 6 innings this past year in the Big Ten, but coach said that he's a very competitive guy. He loves to win, and he's going to bring the energy today.
Well, Charlie was able to catch up with manager Mitch Carricker. It was actually Quincy. Take a listen.
Quincy Bell here with manager Mitch Carricker ahead of Game 15 of the Cape Cod Baseball League season. Coach just snapped a 4-game losing streak yesterday. What does the team need to do to keep the winning going today against Cotuit?
Yeah, I think the same thing. I mean, we played well all the way around last night, and so looking for the similar type of effort. I thought the energy was really good in the dugout and throughout the whole game, so looking for a repeat performance tonight.
Jonah Barkov just added to the roster today, a pitcher out of Oregon. What can you tell us about him on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, he's a competitive kid, super competitive. Didn't get a ton of innings at Oregon, but they're very high on him. We are too, which is why we're giving him the start tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, back to you.
Well, obviously, Hyannis is feeling good after a big win yesterday. Chaz, they got to just stay clean on the base pass and on the mound to be able to get this one tonight.
Yeah, there were some free passes last night from Sax Matson, but other than that, it was clean baseball all the way through, and the Harbor Hawks have been playing that clean brand of baseball yesterday that can bring home a win today.
Well, one guy who's looked really good is Jordan Lodis, and our very own Ethan Wax caught up with him.
Catching up with Jordan Lodis pregame before Hyannis takes on Cotuit. Jordan, what are the challenges that you've faced so far this season on the Cape League?
I think overall just the ups and downs, having a good game and then coming out and not doing what you think you should have done that day. I think just trying to be consistent, and so far I think the overall team the last couple games have been trying to be more consistent and doing what we need to do to win.
Has anything surprised you so far?
I don't think so. No, not really. I mean, when you get at the Cape, you think about the best competition you can face and the best competition you can have in the country, and that's what we've faced so far.
You're playing against one of your big rivals in Cotuit. Is there any added motivation playing against a team like this, especially that you just beat them on their home field earlier this season?
I don't really know about I think if we go out there and play our game, have what we had yesterday in the dugout, the motivation and the hypeness, I think we'll come out with the win today.
Great. Thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Guys.
Hyannis and Cotuit. First pitch next on Cape League TV.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
When it comes to delicious food, the best place to start is with great appliances. And CAM Appliances is your one-stop shop for any budget with brands like Thermador, Viking, Bosch, GE, and so much more. CAM Appliances, sales, delivery, installation, and service in the heart of your home with locations in Hyannis, Nantucket, and Hanover.
When it comes to Chevy, there's only one name you need to know.
Hi, I'm Todd Copeland, and this is Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. We stock more Chevys than anyone on Cape Cod.
And if you need the best price,
just check this out.
Copeland Chevrolet has over 200 new Chevys in stock, and they're all on sale today with huge discounts or new lower lease payments. Don't wait.
For the Chevy you want and the savings you need,
you can count on Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. CopelandChevroletHyannis.com.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
When I started teaching on the Cape 30 years ago, you could buy a house on a teacher's salary. But today, teachers, public safety officers, healthcare and hospitality workers, the people who make the Cape work, are struggling to find homes they can afford. And I really worry about the kids who will follow us. I think it's time we learn to do better.
If housing on Cape Cod matters to you, join us at capehousingmatters.org.
We welcome you back here on Cape League TV. Game 15 of the Cape Cod Baseball League Summer and another edition of the Battle of Barnstable. Let's see how the Cotuit Kettleers line them up here tonight in Hyannis. Landon Beaver to lead it off. Dawson Park, Jake Hanley, the top of the order. Hunter Warren, Owen Pano, and Chase Kroberger, the middle part. And then Ryan Tiransky, Brady Chrisman, and Jesse DiMaggio. There you got it. Tiransky tied for first in walks on the Cape. And this is a Cotuit team that has largely struggled. Look at that, 209 average, that's 10th. Last on the Cape League, OPS just south of 600. Well, it's been a big week for Oregon Ducks here on the Cape, especially in Hyannis. We saw Jax Jimenez make his debut last night, but on the mound, you got Jonah Barkov, southpaw out of Oregon, getting his first look on the Cape. He only pitched 6 innings this past spring, so really looking to get in there and get some consistency on the hill.
He's been through some injury history with Barkov on the mound. Missed his freshman season with injury and preserved a red shirt, so he'll be entering his red shirt sophomore season back in 2027. But even out of high school, his senior year was cut short to injury as well.
Lots of high strikeout stuff. Of course, the walks could be a little bit high, but Barkov, 10 strikeouts in his 6 innings at Oregon as a freshman. That's got to be really impressive to see him continue to carry that out on the Cape as we look at how Hyannis lines up defensively here tonight for manager Mitch Carrick. In left field, JP Head, Zener in center, and Jax Jimenez in right. Jordan Lodis and Taylor Kirk up the middle with Matt Einish and Trey Haase at the hot corners. Kyle Olivo getting the DH duties, and John Embry does the catching for Jonah Barkov on the mound. Well, Hyannis, of course, coming off its first win in quite some time. Snapped a 4-game skid yesterday against Falmouth with a W. The last win before that was Wednesday in Orleans, and especially after that tough loss in Chatham where they took the lead in the top of the 7th inning, but then because of the fog out, it was wiped off the face of the earth. It has to feel good, Chaz, to get right back in the win column.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of real bad baseball from Hyannis, and of course that Chatham game feels like it should definitely have been a win. But it's nice to see a big result yesterday and a chance to continue it today. The Harbor Hawks are 4-1 against the West Division, which is not too bad for a West Division team able to compete well.
The West Division is a lot more open than the East. Of course, Bourne at the top with a 6-5-3 record, but Bourne would be in last place or second to last to Orleans if it were in the East. It just goes to show you how competitive that East has been with YD and Harwich at the top. As Landon Beaver set to lead it off for Cotuit. Only got one at-bat against Hyannis 10 days ago. Pinch hit in the later innings and struck out. The Harbor Hawks as a whole allowed just 1 hit against Cotuit back on the 20th of June. Is Barkov ready to go? First pitch at 6:05.
Barkov has allowed base runners in every outing he's had over at Oregon.
High drive right field. Jimenez going back, looking up, and it's a foul ball. Just tailed foul.
It was hit on a hard line and just snuck over that shorter wall in right field. All of the outfield walls that are in play a bit higher. That might have caught the top of the fence if it was a fair ball. Luckily, hit a little too fast for Jimenez to even attempt to make a play on it.
J.C. Fernandez, the first base umpire, made the signal that it was a foul ball. Sam Finn behind the plate, and Brendan Murphy at third base. Your umpires tonight. On a 1-1, Beaver takes just down. Given the walk issues for Barkov, of course, it's imperative that he jumps ahead of hitters, and he did get into a couple grooves on the season. But his first game was April 28th, so missed the first 2 months of the 2026 collegiate season, but he's behind in the count here, 3-1. In the air, foul off to the left and out of play. This is game 13 for Beaver. And he's just torn it up. Kind of one of the lone bright spots on Cotuit. 344 average. And again, Cotuit last in the Cape League. An average. Called strike three right over the outside corner. Beaver can't believe it. And Barkov has a strikeout in his first batter.
Strong start, finding the spot there on the outer corner. And the lefty-lefty matchup goes to Barkov. Yeah, that was a glance back there from Beaver after the called strike three.
Here's Dawson Park. This Cotuit top of the order is very skilled in comparison to the rest, as there's a check swing on a ball in the dirt. I mean, Park hitting at 308. Besides Hunter Warren, not a single other guy over 270. Gets the strike at the knees. Barkov was the #1 left-handed pitcher in the state of Oregon coming out of high school. Although he just got into some injury problems towards the back end of high school before entering college. Jumps ahead here. Park did not play against Hyannis back on the 20th, so getting his first look at the Harbor Hawks in 2026. Currently riding a 5-game hitting streak. So Beaver and Park, just the two most consistent hitters for Cotuit. On 2-2. He's down on strikes. Embry has to complete the strikeout. He says he caught it, and now Sam Finn will allow him to throw it around.
Dawson Park retired himself on the way to the dugout, leaving the batter's box, not attempting to run down the first base line, which completes the strikeout itself, and Barkov has looked great. Nice breaker there to get the swing and a miss.
Jake Hanley stepping up to the plate, 243. 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in to start the night. A Cotuit team that sits third in the West with a 5-7-2 record. Both home runs this season came in the same game against YD on June 19th. Barkov really getting comfortable with that breaking ball. Starting to get in his groove here. 2 outs in the top of the first. Looking to strike out the side. Got him. Embry will have to complete this one. A 1-2-3 inning for Jonah Barkov, and he strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the first inning from McKeon Park on Cape League TV.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
We welcome you back to Cape League TV. Now in the bottom of the first inning, Hyannis coming up against Adam McKelvey. Let's see how manager Mitch Carricker writes it in tonight. Jax Jimenez to lead it off, and Matt Einish, his first RBI was on the Cape last night. Looked really good. He's off to a .429 start to the summer. John Embry currently 4th in the Cape League with a .341 average. There's Lodis and JP Head alongside Trey Haase to follow, and then the bottom of the order, Kyle Olivo, Henry Zener, and Taylor Kirk.
3 lefties in the order for the Harbor Hawks, 4 lefties here on the bench.
Well, on the mound is Adam McKelvey. Last time out against Bourne on the 24th, he went 3 innings, allowed a run, a walk on 3 strikeouts, but his ERA's been really solid this season because he's limited base runners. Look at that whip, Chaz.
.56. Can't complain too much, and 9 strikeouts to 2 walks. It's been solid stuff throughout this season.
Hyannis' offense somewhat exploded in the early innings last night. As we look at how Cotuit lines it up defensively, Ryan Turansky in left, Chase Kroberger in center, Landon Beaver in right, third to first, Dustin Park, Owen Payno, Hunter Warren, and Jake Hanley, as Jesse DiMaggio does the catching for Adam McKelvey, and Brady Christman gets the night off defensively, but will be in as the DH.
Harbor Hawks started early on offense yesterday. Nice for Barkov after striking out the side to get some early run support as well.
Jax Jimenez stepping up, playing in game 2 on the Cape. Last night, batted second, went 1 for 4. And you might notice him batting right-handed. He only batted left-handed yesterday. The switch hitter in the righty batter's box. First pitch strike from McKelvey. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket.
There's a lot of engineers that come out of Georgia Tech.
Was that a little bit of a stab at me for missing on that one the other night, Chaz? Big swing and a miss for strike 2.
We didn't call it Beat Max last year. It was Beat D-Bot in our in-game segment.
Well, folks, I've got terrible mascot knowledge. That's all I got to say. Basically, I called them the Georgia Tech Engineers, which, you know, theoretically I'm not wrong, but that's not their mascot. 0-2. Back up the middle, over the head of McKelvey to the backhand for Warren against the grain. And in time, nice play.
A nice play on the speedy Jimenez. He was hustling down the line, and way to go on the move to make the throw on target over to Hanley.
So that'll bring up Matt Einish. Two stolen bases in last night's game in a 2-hit night. Now 3 hits through his first 2 contests for Hyannis. See him staying there left on left.
I do appreciate your confidence to throw in a technically on you not being wrong when you're 100% wrong as far as it goes with Georgia Tech.
Well, you don't go to Georgia Tech to study journalism, do you?
They might offer it.
I mean, I'm sure they offer it, but that's probably not the most common field of study there. A School of Literature, Media, and Communication. On a 1-1. Einish outside the first base line, out ahead. 2 weeks ago, Hyannis was in Omaha playing for West Virginia in the NCAA tournament. Of course, eliminated by North Carolina, that ended up being runners-up to the Oklahoma Boomer Sooners. I know that one. Again, chops it foul outside the first base line. Lots of Harbor Hawks just won national championships. Jackson Willits, Jason Walk, Dayton LaChance, Miles Davis.
Plenty of players from that 2025 team.
Very well represented. You had Jake Schaffner on North Carolina and Sawyer Black as well. Hyannis just gets a piece. Pretty good battle here. Just jumped from the MAC to the Big 12. Spent his freshman year at Ohio for Hyannis.
Bobcats.
Somewhat close to home. He's out of South Lyon, Michigan, so neighboring states. Checked his swing on a ball downstairs. Did he go? No, he did not. Third base umpire Brendan Murphy delivers the news. So the count swings even. Hyannis batting here in the last of the first inning. On a 2-2. Hyannis works it full. This is exactly the type of at-bat you want to have at the top of your order. I mean, Jimenez's at-bat, just 3 pitches, so couldn't really get a huge scouting report. But Hyannis working this one deep. It's now 5. In the air to right field. Beaver going back onto the warning track. At the wall. It is gone! Solo shot for Matt Hyannis. And Hyannis takes liftoff here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Hawks.
With all the lefties on the bench for the Harbor Hawks, one of the lefties in the lineup, Matt Hyannis, gets the first run on the board. What a big fly there.
That thing just kept on going. I'd love to know the launch angle on that. Hyannis has scored in the first inning in back-to-back games for the first time this season.
Hyannis has some clear reverse splits across the 2026 season at West Virginia. Hit over 339 against lefties in 71 plate appearances compared to 280 versus righties.
That was truly a skyscraper. Here's John Embry. Did not play last night against Falmouth. But the last time out against Cotuit made a huge impact. 3 for 3, and he had the go-ahead single in the 9th inning, and Hyannis, of course, won the game 3-2. .95 miles an hour off the bat of Hyannis. Embry swats it foul off to the right and out of play. Well, going into this game, I think it was going to be interesting to see how these two teams matched up, considering Hyannis came in with the highest ERA on the Cape and Cotuit the lowest batting average. But so far through a frame, Hyannis getting it done with the stick as Embry lays off. So we finally get the launch angle, 43 degrees. That's high.
Skyscraper worthy.
On a 2-2. Embry spits on a breaking ball low. Home run for Hyannis on the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So back-to-back full counts here in the bottom of the first inning. Hyannis worked it full. Now Embry Still looking for his first home run on Cape Cod. Climbs into the 3-2 count. Buys another pitch.
Some good fight from John Embry. Of course, had the day off yesterday, as you mentioned. Day off on his birthday. Was available off the bench. Officially 20 years old. Entering his junior year. Heading to the University of Florida, transferring from Florida Gulf Coast.
Go Gators. As the at-bat continues. Embry continues to just spoil pitches, and you can see him motioning to the dugout what type of pitch he just saw. He saw the curveball. You got to love the leadership he's already taken on, just explaining mid-at-bat how to better understand this pitcher and his tendencies.
Now some good fight on that foul ball, just staying alive.
18 pitches deep for McKelvey, and Embry skies it to center. Kroberger straight away for out number 2.
Just got a bit under this one. McKelvey has had some competitive at-bats so far, and of course, Hyannis got a lot of that one. A bit of a mistake pitch. The Harbor Hawks, again, getting some first inning runs here today.
So I'll bring up Jordan Lodis. Starting the night at 273. And these guys are going to be teammates this upcoming fall. Lodis out of UCF, but transferring to Georgia Tech. And McKelvey already the yellow jacket. Swats it foul off to the right and out of play. Lodis 0 for his last 5, but before then hit safely in 5 straight. And of course the big game was on June 25th against Harwich, where he totaled 11 bases with a home run, a double, and a 4 for 5 effort. Lefties struggling against McKelvey on the hill. Arguably less than righties.
Not too much action over at Georgia Tech. Just 8 innings in the spring.
Gets a big swing and a miss here. So you got 2 pitchers in this starting pitching matchup that combined for just 14 innings this past spring. Wow.
You can come onto the Cape like Barkov and strike out the side after not pitching for weeks.
Gets the strikeout here. But Hyannis takes a 1-0 lead. Matt Hyannis gets his first home run of the Cape League summer. 1-0 Harbor Hawks heading to the second on Cape League TV.
From Boston to the Cape, leave the stress behind and travel in luxury, comfort, and style. Sit back, relax, and take in the views Cape Cod has to offer. Every detail handled from pickup to destination. Tired of the drive to the city? Leave the driving to us. Scan now and start planning your next getaway. Bella Luxury Transportation. Leave the driving to us.
When it comes to delicious food, the best place to start is with great appliances. And Cam Appliances is your one-stop shop for any budget with brands like Thermador, Viking, Bosch, GE, and so much more. Cam Appliances, sales, delivery, installation, and service in the heart of your home with locations in Hyannis, Nantucket, and Hanover.
We welcome you back to McKeon Park now in the top of the second inning. Hyannis leads Cotuit 1-0 after the Matt Hyannis home run. Second inning brought to you by Cape Cod Orthopedics. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to be a sponsor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. From youth sports to college athletics and everything in between, their team has been helping Cape Cod residents stay healthy and recover from injuries for years. With expertise in sports medicine, orthopedic care, and rehabilitation, Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is committed to helping our community active. Learn more at CapeCodOrtho.com. Top of the second inning, Matt Einish, the solo shot for Hyannis, and a 1-0 Harbor Hawks lead. Jonah Barkov, in his first inning of the Cape League summer, strikes out the side in order. He's got to be feeling good.
Can't get much better than that. Strikeout looking, followed by 2 strikeouts swinging, and we mentioned that the Kettleers have struggled on offense, but the top of the order is really where they've done damage this season. So to shut down that part of the order feels good for the new arm on Harbor Hawks.
4, 5, 6 due up against Barkov. It's Warren, Payno, and Kroberger. If anybody gets on Ryan Turansky, will have a chance. But Hunter Warren, a 3-14 start to the summer as Barkov gets ready. Popped up, shallow right, Jax Jimenez for out number 1.
For how good strikeouts might feel, the first pitch pop out helps you out a little bit more when it comes to sticking in games. Efficient so far for Barkov.
Owen Payno playing in just his second game of the Cape League summer. Last night against YD, 0 for 3. Made a couple nice defensive plays, but nothing with the stick. As Embry could not glove it cleanly. 1-1 count here in the top of the second inning. Barkov, the Oregon Duck, out of Lake Oswego, Oregon. That's right in Eugene's backyard. Skied foul off to the left and out of play. And a very highly recruited prospect. He was the #1 left-handed pitcher in the state out of high school. Sub-1 ERA his junior year, and so one of the most coveted lefties commits to the Ducks. They don't even have to think twice. On the ground, right side, Taylor Kirk slides to his right for out number 2.
Center fielder from Alabama, number 20, Chase Kroberger.
It's always big recruiting in-state, getting your top prospects to stay home, especially for a program like Oregon.
Jax Jimenez, who made the first out of this inning in right field, catching the flyout, also a Duck, but out of Rockland, California. Still plenty of in-state guys. Kroberger takes a strike. This is only game 2 for Kroberger as well, just like Payno. Five up, 5 down for Barkov, looking to go 1, 2, 3 here in the second. He had a whip over 2 in 6 innings at Oregon this past spring. But feeling good here. Lined and cut at second base by Taylor Kirk. 1-0 Hyannis heading to the bottom half on Cape League TV.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
The second inning brought to you by Cape Cod Orthopedics. Hey fans, did you know Cape Cod Orthopedics is the region's largest orthopedic specialty group? As the premier provider of orthopedic care on Cape Cod, their team is committed to helping patients return to the activities they enjoy most. From diagnosis and treatment to recovery and rehabilitation, Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine takes pride in delivering exceptional care and an outstanding patient experience. To learn more about their services, visit capecodortho.com. Bottom of the second inning, JP had to lead it off against Adam McKelvey. Hyannis, a 1-0 lead after the solo shot from Einish.
Towering drive to right field. Didn't know if it was going to get out. Made its way across. And the Harbor Hawks offense looking good on the long ball.
I got to say, I did not think that one was leaving. And when we got the launch angle, it was kind of confirmed why. 43 degrees. You rarely ever see something get that up high.
Not much wind to work with here at McKeon Park right now.
Just a 182 start to the summer for JP Head, but 3 of his 6 hits have left the yard. First on Hyannis, tied with Caden Miller with 3 round trippers. For his last 6 at the plate. Did not record a hit against Cotuit the last time these two teams played, but he did walk twice, so got on base. Drives one to center field. Kroberger backing up, but with room, now makes the catch for out number 1.
Kroberger went over the shoulder on that one. Kept going back and back.
I think that ball carried a little bit more than he thought it would. Trey Haase stepping up. Another guy who did not play last night against Falmouth. This is game 13 for Haase. He's reached safely in 10 of 12. Had a big offer that he would have ended in Chatham a couple days ago, but then that inning in the 7th was wiped off of existence. But then for good measure against Orleans, was able to notch a hit. Nowhere close to the first 2 pitches, though, in this AB.
10 strikeouts this season. 4 walks for Haase.
Lines it to right. Beaver cannot get there. Haase rounds first and throws the brakes on with a 1-out single.
It's a solid swing from Trey Haase, left on left. He had some green grass out there. Beaver did a good job to cut it off quickly.
So that brings up Kyle Olivo, who's off to a 500 flat start to the season in the batter's box. Of course, a 2-way star out of Iowa who's made an impact both on the mound and in the box for Hyannis. Home run and a double to his name as well. And he's notched a hit in all 3 games played as a hitter. We talked about it a little bit last night, but he's an all-or-nothing guy in the box. He swings big, makes big contact, but can get some big misses as well. One out here and a man on in the Harbor Hawks' second inning. McKelvey looking to just find his bearings. I mentioned it last inning, but I think it's worth it bringing it up again. Hyannis now scoring in the first inning in back-to-back games for the first time in 2026, which was really a long time coming, considering all the offensive struggles early on and stringing together good innings. On the ground up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Hazy stops at second base. They play station to station, and two men have reached with one out in the inning here in the second.
Olivo continues to provide production at the bottom of the order here for the Harbor Hawks. And now back-to-back base hits.
First at-bat of the day with runners in scoring position for Hyannis. So far, a .222 start to the season in these situations. That's 7th in the Cape League. As Henry Zener takes a strike.
Zener, another guy who had the day off yesterday. Over 5 across his last 2 games with 3 strikeouts.
Looking to find his footing on Cape Cod. Lines it down the right field line, but it'll hook foul. Against Cotuit on the 20th, Hyannis was 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position, and it was Zener who got one of those hits. Looking to recreate some of that magic here. Ozzy on second, Olivo on first. But he's down on strikes. Second strikeout of the game for Adam McKelvey.
Zener just fooled on the breaking ball here, and a big second out for McKelvey.
So that'll bring it to the number 9 man, Taylor Kirk. Did not play last night, but snapped an 0 for 12 with a single against Orleans on Sunday. The former Fordham Ram takes a strike, still looking for a home in the transfer portal.
Taylor Kirk and Charlie Bates have been going across the Cape trying different coffee spots.
Really?
I believe you can check them out on TikTok as well.
How did you hear about that? Like on TikTok, you just saw it? Their own personal accounts?
Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions on places on the Cape that have some solid coffee, I'm sure they'd be very happy to hear.
So like real places, not like Starbucks? They kind of like, okay. 1-1 pitch coming up to Kirk. Again, only 9 innings this past spring for McKelvey at Georgia Tech. Really solid. Just allowed 3 hits. Gets the strike here to even the count. Freshman year at Georgia Tech in 2025 only pitched 3 innings, so a combined 12 innings collegiately for McKelvey on the hill. On a 2-2, Kirk knocks it on the ground to shortstop. Owen Pano flips the short way just in time to force out Kyle Olivo. 1-0 Hyannis heading to the top of the third on Cape League TV.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Wherever you need to go, arrive in comfort, style, and complete peace of mind. From seamless rides to and from Logan Airport, to the energy of the big game in the city, to unforgettable weddings, proms, and nights out with friends, Bella Luxury Transportation is there every step of the way. No stress, no driving. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. Bella Luxury Transportation, leave the driving to us.
The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long thanks to the Knack Cape Cod. The Knack offers 2 locations, Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit theknackcapecod.com to order online today. The Knack Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Harbor Hawks all season long. Top of the 3rd inning in Hyannis, and we have a very special guest in the booth, Drake Toll, the announcer for the Party Animals and the former Harbor Hawk announcer. How you doing, Drake?
Guys, got a great story about the Knack.
Let's hear it.
You ready for this?
Yeah, let's
2022, Mitch Jebb, starting shortstop, Michigan State kid, Hyannis Harbor Hawks, walks into the Knack. He looks at the lady, pretty cute cashier. Tell the story on the air, by the way. Pretty cute cashier. And he says, hey, I'll have number 1. And she says, oh, I like your hat. And he says, thanks. I play for the Harbor Hawks. Right? He's wearing his Harbor Hawks hat, right?
You know, trying to get some credit there.
Yeah, and so she gives him a really weird look, like a confused, almost angry look at him, like he's a real D-bag in the situation. He's like, what did I say? I was just like, I play for the Harbor Hawks. So he gets his food, he goes over, sits down, takes his hat off. You know, gentleman, Mitch Jebb. He's wearing a Yeti hat. Thought he was wearing his Hyannis Harbor Hawks hat. Gal goes, hey, like your hat? He's like, cool, I play for the Harbor Hawks. And completely one-up this waitress at the Knack. Tell this story on the air. Mitch comes up to me the next day and goes, hey, man, my girlfriend really didn't appreciate that story. It's like, oh, Mitch, I forgot you had a girlfriend, big guy. So wherever he is out in the ether, I think AA ball. Shout out Mitch Jebb and the Knack, guys. Good to be with you.
Did you ever make it to the Knack after maybe an early game ended?
I absolutely made it to the Knack. Off days, had to go. The French fries, incredible.
What about the shakes?
Shakes are good too. I'm not a huge shake guy, but
really?
the Knack got me there. I'm in on the Knack.
I'm a big shake guy. Here's Ryan Taransky to lead it off. Takes a strike.
Cotuit, man. Something about him.
Barnstable rivals.
Yeah, don't have to tell me twice.
So what's it like to be back here in Hyannis for the first time since being an intern?
It's cool, man. The last best league moniker is so real, and you feel that when you cross over the bridge. It feels like baseball season. And to be in this ballpark with this crowd, and even to represent the Savannah Bananas organization here in the Party Animals, it feels you walk in, you're like, man, I almost feel like I'm offensive. Like I'm this version of baseball is baseball at its purest, at its finest, and it's really cool to see that again.
So for those who maybe aren't familiar with Banana Ball, can you do some explaining here?
How much time do we got? I know baseball's a little longer than Banana Ball, but 2-hour time limit is where we start. 11 distinct rules of Banana Ball. And, man, in the last 3 years of the organization, we've been from, Fargo, North Dakota to sold-out Yankee Stadium and Fenway and called games in NFL stadiums. The Superdome this year, notably, just coming off a series in Eugene, Oregon on ESPN and ABC this last weekend. So a couple years removed from, what did you say, Cape Cod League TV?
Cape League TV.
What the heck is that?
That's all I know.
Yeah, brand new, man. We were the first year of the Harbor Hawks Broadcast Network. I think we rebranded it that year. Oh, look, it says it on the bottom right. That's great. But yeah, it's so cool to be a part of Banana Ball and see it grow and see how you guys are still carrying on a lot of that kind of 2022 Harbor Hawks broadcast flair. So we're Banana Ball is a great thing. It's cool to see 7, 8, 9-year-old kids that are reinvigorated by baseball.
In the air to center field, Zener going back and makes the catch for out number 2. So tell me, you got any good stories about your time here in Hyannis? Anything that sticks out that maybe coming back here reminds you of it?
Man, so I helped all of my friends lie on their resumes to get jobs in the broadcast booth. At that point in time, we had no producers, and we really didn't have a graphics package. There was no center field cameras. So we spent our entire summer trying to reinvent what broadcast was here. And then after the shows were up, we'd show up at the ballpark. We would work from 9 a.m. until the game was over to try to build this product out. And then as soon as 9 p.m., 10 p.m. hit, we would go back to Sam Watson, helped him out his resume too. We'd go back to his Airbnb that he'd rented out for the summer, and we would have as many Miller High Lifes as possible and sit and talk about how to make tomorrow's broadcast even better. And that's the first summer that Mazdak Darvari ever smoked a cigar, and we all became best friends over the course of that 2.5 months in the spirit of cigars, Miller High Lifes, and broadcast. And man, the stories, many of which I cannot tell on the air, were awesome as you create these new friendships, both with the players. Nolan Shonowell was a guy who was with us in 2022, who's starting today with the Angels. Christian Moore, another Angels starter who was with us. Riku Nishida just got the call up for the White Sox. So we had a great team. It was Nick Johnson's first year, and getting to work with him specifically was awesome. Week in and week out from – you guys been to the Beachcomber yet?
I have not.
Oh!
Looks like I got to go.
Clam strips, man. Clam strips.
All right, I'll take that into account. Got him on strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Jonah Barkov. Thanks so much, Drake Toll, for joining us in the broadcast booth.
Guys, pleasure to be here. This right here, I had no idea till yesterday the back of the laptop would still be up here, but I left it after my laptop broke mid. So we drove our laptops into the ground that year. So thanks for keeping this, holding on to this. Really cool little
momentum. It's not going anywhere, I can tell you that.
Oh, no. It's a pleasure. You guys do a great job listening to every game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drake Toll, Party Animals. We'll see you later on Cape League TV.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Why are you in business? Is it to follow a dream? To carry on a legacy? Whatever your reason, at Cape & Coast Bank, we're as dedicated to your business as you are. Our cash management services help your business prevent fraud, manage payments and deposits, operate efficiently, and maximize earnings. To all the local businesses here in our communities, we say, we're here to business. Learn more at capeandcoastbank.com. Cape & Coast Bank, powering local.
Back here on Cape League TV, now in the last of the third inning. Hyannis leading Cotuit 1-0. Hey, Harbor Hawks fans, don't let bridge traffic throw you a curveball. Cape Cod Gateway Airport is your ticket to hassle-free travel. Located right here in Hyannis, we connect you to Boston, the islands, and beyond with daily flights and easy parking. Spend less time driving and more time at the ballpark. Learn more and plan your next getaway at flyhya.com. Cape Cod Gateway Airport, supporting our community one flight at a time. Top of the order, Jax Jimenez to face Adam McKelvey. And I got to say, Drake Toll, that guy's a character. It's awesome to have him back up in the booth.
Banana ball fits him.
It's like it fits him to a T. Perfect. Jimenez grounded out his first time up. It truly was legendary finally learning about the story on the ripped-off computer screen, which has been sitting behind us for the last couple years. Always kind of wondered, hey, what is this? Finally get some closure.
Right back on the shelf.
It's never going to leave there. I mean, no. Especially now. On the ground to third base. Nice pick by Dawson Park from one knee. Gets up, throws to first in time.
Before he jumped on the air, he was talking about a lot of our broadcast equipment that is recognizable to him while building up this broadcast.
Here's Matt Einish, fresh off his first home run on Cape Cod, a skyscraper. Goodness, I'm still getting over it. 43-degree launch angle, 95 off the bat. So theoretically, a ball like that should not leave, and I'll tell you why in a second. On the ground, up the middle. The shortstop, Pano, dives, can't get there. It's a base hit. Matt Einish is halfway to something special here in the third inning.
Good contact. Bat on ball this time up the middle, and Pano had an effort against it. Sneaking through for the single.
John Embry Batting with one out here in the third. I said it theoretically probably wouldn't leave in most parks because 95 is by definition the lowest official hard hit ball in baseball. In MLB, a hard hit ball is classified as 95 and up. But you pair that, something on the very bottom threshold, with a launch angle of 43. I mean, that thing goes straight up, but still has the pop to get it out. Chaz, you said you thought it was gone, but, I mean, I was fooled for sure.
I was just playing off of Beaver, who quickly ran out of room and seemed to lose hope quickly there.
One-0 will have to wait. Check over at first base, and Hyannis back safely. Perhaps teams starting to learn the scouting report on Hyannis. He stole 2 bases last night. Only 7 in 64 games, though, at West Virginia, the everyday shortstop for the Mountaineers. There you go. I very much so second-guess myself now when stating my mascots. Check swing and a ball. Good hitters count to a good hitter. On a 2-0. Embry jumps ahead. 3 balls, no strikes. Embry very much so a presence in the batter's box. You could see him after the pitch kind of reacting to the dugout like, no, I saw that one right away. That was a curveball. I don't want to swing at that. You got to love the confidence.
What the best hitters do is help the others.
Taken all the way and gets a strike. Chaz, how would you rate your mascot ball knowledge?
It's not the greatest, but I know there's 4 Rams mascots in Division I college sports.
Isn't it 2 in the A-10?
3 of them are in the A-10.
Rhode Island and Fordham, and I got nothing.
And 1 is not.
Oh, well, I know the answer because I saw your social media reel. Colorado State.
That's correct. You're still missing 1 Ram. That's the Virginia Commonwealth University Rams. VCU, home of Jacob Lee, Brewster catcher. And an A-10 Rookie of the Year last year. Ballboy just had a sliding
full
play.
Slide right there, yeah.
That track is not too kind on baseball pants.
That's like Warehan's old infield. At Spillane before the renovations. Of course, last season in 2025, a new look Spillane Field. Embry pokes it in the air right side. Hanley in foul territory. Now he trickles back fair. Has out number 2.
Another pitch that Embry's just a little under on and really popped this one up on the infield. Hyannis did a good job at first base, reacting to Hanley.
So that'll bring up Jordan Lodice. Strikeout victim to end the first inning. 2 strikeouts through the first 2 2/3 for Adam McKelvey, who looks to settle in after allowing the home run in the first inning. The pitch count is high, though, because Hyannis worked a lot of counts in the first and second. Runner goes at first. The pitch is high, and a double clutch throw. No chance, as Jesse DiMaggio could not get it out of the glove cleanly. And a swipe for Matt Hyannis, who's now got 3 stolen bases in the last 24 hours.
Hyannis has been aggressive, and DiMaggio probably could have just pocketed this one. Gets the throw off because why not, but it was plenty of time after Hyannis had slid it in safely.
Again, Hyannis only 7 stolen bases in 64 games at West Virginia. And he's already got 3 in 3 games now here for the Harbor Hawks on Cape Cod. 1-0 to Lodice. Fouls it back to the screen. Another very pleasant night here in Hyannis. Some cloud cover, but by no means cold. High drive left field. Taransky going back onto the warning track, looking up. It is gone. 2-run shot for Jordan Lodis. His second of the Cape League summer in Hyannis. Takes a 3-0 lead here in the last of the third inning.
How about Jordan Lodis? Coming from UCF, heading to Georgia Tech, and getting that one off his future teammate. The Harbor Hawks continue to lead the league in home runs, and this time not a solo shot. 2-run home run for Hyannis and a 3-0 lead.
Feels like they already got more home runs this year than all of last season. Of course, that's probably not true, but
they felt few and far between in 2025.
I mean, it's been a launching pad so far for this Hyannis offense. JP Head, a guy who's also responsible for that, leads the team with 3, tied with Caden Miller. Well, coming into this game, Hyannis 14 home runs, now 16 and counting here on game 15. Last year, 20 as a whole, and Pano at shortstop has out number 3. But a 2-run shot from Jordan Lodis, and Hyannis adds insult to injury. 3-0 Harbor Hawks heading to the 4th on Cape League TV.
This week we've been working a lot with doing play-by-plays, just doing behind-the-scenes stuff with sports broadcasting, which I never really realized how much went into it, but it's been really cool.
They've grown a lot. I've never really done like a program like this before, so like seeing all the behind-the-scenes has like really grown.
I've learned how to really just gain confidence in my play-by-play speaking, and I've learned more terms here when it comes to directing and producing, and I've just had a great time with John Rook.
Doing the play-by-play stuff and all that, being with a guy like John Rook, understanding what like the major kind of entails doing this camp, just really a preview for what you do here at Dean or any other college doing broadcasting, so I'm definitely more prepared to make this a job of mine.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
I'm sorry, folks. An interesting in-between innings conversation between myself and Charlie Adams. Welcome back to the Goldberg Law Group 4th inning at McKeon Park. Did you know Goldberg Law Group PC is the Cape's premier personal injury law firm? The Goldberg Law Group has served Cape and the Islands for more than 38 years, and we're proud to support the local events, organizations, and traditions that make this community so special. As the Cape's leading law firm, Goldberg Law believes in helping people, building relationships, and giving back whenever we can. That's why we're honored to sponsor the Harbor Hawks and another great night of Cape League baseball. Scan the QR code on your screen and learn more about Goldberg Law can help you. Go Harbor Hawks. It's a struggle out here, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 4th inning. And we got to cut off the joking with at least a 20-second time frame before heading to another break. It'll be top of the order, Landon Beaver. So far, 9 up, 9 down for Jonah Barkov. First pitch, away for ball 1. And this has really been a really good story for Barkov, just seeing the way that he's locked it in, especially after struggling with command, some high hits in 6 innings at Oregon. He's really found his footing, and it kind of happened in the first at-bat.
Yeah, there's been no joking from Barkov today. Just attacking hitters and mowing them down. The strikeout numbers in the first have picked back up a little with a 4th strikeout in the 3rd to finish off the frame.
Beaver fouls it back to the screen. Oh my gosh. Why are we on the booth cam right now, guys? I'm trying not to I'm trying not to laugh. Oh, I just got totally exposed. Here's the 1-2. Got him! Landon Beaver down on strikes. Both times up to the plate.
Goes down swinging this time.
The third baseman from Texas State, number 14, Dawson Park. Third base Park, number 14.
Dawson Park up. Well, going back to what I was saying about Barkov, the first at bat to Beaver, he worked it deep, and Barkov fell behind pretty early, but he was able to work it back, and then he got the strikeout. It was a 3-1 count to open the game, and then ever since that first strikeout, he's just been nails. Fouled off to the right and out of play.
That breaking ball has been working all game. The problem with this laughing is it's hard to explain why anyone's laughing because it generally wasn't funny what we were laughing at in between. So there's like nothing to even tell the viewer because it was the most nothing burger. I don't even think the joke was said.
There was never a joke.
It was a reference made to a camera cut of a mascot. I think it was during a home run. The camera just cut and the mascot was completely bamboozled by this ball, and he was heated. But if you haven't seen the video, there's not much helping you because I can't even find it.
On the ground left side, low D slides over to his left. Out number 2.
Cruise control here for Barkov. 45 pitches across. Could we see a pitcher go to the 5th inning here for the Harbor Hawks?
I mean, that probably wasn't the plan, but it could be a possibility considering how economical he's been. Here's Jake Hanley, struck out swinging his only time up. I mean, these first 3 hitters all went down on strikes. So far, 11 up, 11 down for Jonah Barkov. This could end it. Single to center field, and that will break up the perfecto bid for Barkov.
We stayed away from talking about it, but the best hitter on the Kettleers gets it done and gets the Cats back in the hit column. And remember, last time Cotuit took on Hyannis, just 1 hit for the Kettleers that time around. Came against Van Froling after 4 no-hit innings from Kyle Olivo.
Lined on the ground and into left field, a base hit. Just like that, back-to-back singles on the last 2 pitches. 3 pitches ago, he was going perfect. And all of a sudden, Cotuit puts the tying run at the plate in Owen Pano.
The good news is that he's still being economical. Not burning too many pitches on these plate appearances.
In there for a strike. Pano grounded out. His only time up. Currently at 47 pitches. Through 3 2/3. Looking to go 4 donuts to start the night. Misses down low here. I think it's tough for a team when the offense feels like it's constantly climbing out of a hole. I mean, Cotuit came into this game last in the Cape League with a 209 average, and I feel like much so like hitting is contagious. When you're not hitting, that can also spread. As here we go, Barkov falls behind. And when he was up in the midst of that perfect streak, so far it was 11 up, 11 down before Hanley singled, and then Warren followed it up with the knock of his own. He was jumping ahead of every single hitter, for sure. Now 3-1. And here we go, first 3-ball count since the first batter of the game.
Now Barkov testing his limits. Longest outing during the spring season was the 16th of May against USC, went 2 innings there.
Largely a one-inning guy for Oregon. 3-1. Just outside, and Cotuit loads the bases. That walk is our free pass of the game, presented by Cape Cod Community College. Go to Cape Cod Community College for free. Every program, no tuition or fees for those that qualified. capecod.edu/free for more.
It's been a clean game walks-wise. Waiting until the 4th inning. See our first free pass.
Last night for Hyannis, a season low in terms of free passes, or tying a season low at 5. As out comes Mitch Carricker. The skipper makes his way out to the mound. And it's Braden Sharp getting loose in the pen. We'll see if this is more of a coaching or a time to take him out. Regardless, the home plate umpire, Sam Finn, making his way out to the mound to break up this meeting of the minds.
That was a late call from Carricker to the bullpen right as Finn got there. Took every moment with Barkov to convince him, but it will be a pitching change.
Mitch Carricker still on the mound, but Braden Sharp still making his way over. We'll wait until Barkov comes off, and it still looks like he's pleading his case. I mean, he hasn't walked off yet. I think he really wants to finish it, although it's not like he's getting much of a choice here. As Braden Sharp now makes his way to the mound, joins the huddle, and that will end it for Jonah Barkov. He goes 3 2/3, but he's responsible for all 3 runners on base. 3-0 Hyannis as we take a quick step aside on Cape League TV.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
When it comes to Chevy, there's only one name you need to know.
Hi, I'm Todd Copeland, and this is Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. We stock more Chevys than anyone on Cape Cod.
And if you need the best price,
just check this out.
Copeland Chevrolet has over 200 new Chevys in stock, and they're all on sale today with huge discounts or new lower lease payments. Don't wait.
For the Chevy you want and the savings you need,
you can count on Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. CopelandChevroletHyannis.com.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Braden Sharp is the new pitcher on the hill for Hyannis, making his 4th appearance of the Cape League summer, a 7.5 ERA so far in the summer. Got the loss last time out against YD on the 26th. 2 earned runs in 2 innings, and inheriting a really tough situation here. The base is loaded. 2 outs in the inning, but still, it was a phenomenal start for Barkov. You don't want that to get tainted by inherited runs.
Now Sharp getting the big spot here. He took the loss on the 26th against Yarmouth Dennis. Tough game for the Harbor Hawks there. He went 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Working a 2.0 whip this season, looking to keep it in the strike zone here.
Bases full of Kettleers. Henley on third, Warren on second, Pano on first, and it's Kroberger at the plate. And is greeted with a first pitch strike from the new pitcher, Braden Sharp. Cotuit 6th in the Cape League with the bases loaded. 214 average, 564 OPS. 1 extra base hit. The team that hasn't gotten a hit with the bases loaded, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. 0 for 3. Popped up. Foul territory. John Embry looking for room, and he has it. Braden Sharp is out of the jam. 3-0 Hyannis. We'll send it down to Ethan Wax. What do you got for us, Ethan?
Resilient. That's how I would describe Jonah Barkov's performance. He was dominant in high school at Lake Oswego, going 11-0 with a sparkling 0.90 ERA. His team, but his outings were cut short after GM Nick Johnson said that it was derailed by injury, which led to just 7 innings of action just in the spring as his only year at Oregon. He also didn't start very much because in the last 3 weeks, Oregon did not make it and were eliminated from the college playoffs. What have you guys seen from Barkov's outing so far today? Because he seemed to be dominant. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ethan. As there's a new pitcher on the mound, it's Josh Vandermeed. I mean, for Barkov, I see a guy who faced adversity early, got a little bit out of trouble, and then Hyannis able to get right back on the horse with the 2-run shot from Lodis. So, not an ideal start. 3 earned runs over 3 innings. He gives way to the side armor, Chase Vandermeed, who did pitch against Hyannis. 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, an earned run, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts against these Harbor Hawks back on June 20th. So you go from the southpaw McKelvey to the, what's the best way to put it? Awkward release right-hander in Chase Vandermeed.
Yeah, he's getting close to scraping the ground. It figures to come about right at the, I got to think analog clocks for a second. I think that'd be around 9 o'clock on the release point for Vandermeed. And from going to a lefty to a righty, we might see the bench open up for the Harbor Hawks. They have 4 lefties on the bench. Liam Barrett, Charlie Bates, Caden Miller, and Will Fosberg, who have all been productive bats as of late.
6, 7, 8 due up for Hyannis. It'll be Hazy, Alivo, and Zener. Taylor Kirk to follow if anybody gets on base. Really nice showing here from McKeon Park on Kids Night. Very packed house here tonight.
Got some shots up pregame on the
inflatable bouncy house. Some basketballs, kind of like fairground style.
Busy bee jumpers.
You try to go off the window Tim Duncan style, but it doesn't really work with plastic.
Also some glitter tattoos and temporary tattoos available as well, among others.
Well, that's why they had that there. I guess I just didn't make the connection internally. I was just like, yeah, I guess we got temporary tattoos.
Kids love them.
You ever flirt with those when you were younger?
Temporary tattoos?
Yeah.
A fair bit. A lot of effort.
I remember they'd get kind of like peely whenever they were getting old on your skin. 0-1 to Hazy in the air to right field. Beaver on the run. So is Kroberger onto the warning track at the wall. He leaps. Can't get it because it's gone. 3rd row home run of the day for Hyannis. This one might never come down. 4-0 Harbor Hawks.
Welcome to the game, Chase Vandermeed, and we've been waiting for this one from Trey Hazy for a while. Seems to be back.
Everybody getting in on the party tonight. Kyle Olivo homered in his first game of the season, first game in the box of the season on Wednesday. Perhaps he can get in on the action. All four runs for Hyannis, courtesy of home runs. It was Einish in the first. The 2-run shot from Lodis in the third, and then Hazy leaves the building as well here in the fourth. I mean, if this Harbor Hawks team can get into this groove offensively and match that with great pitching, this is going to be a dangerous team down the stretch.
Long ball plays in most ballparks, especially here on the Cape.
And that's got to feel good for Hazy. He's been struggling as of late. Popped 15 home runs in 58 games at Louisiana Tech this past spring. Of course, will be taking his talents over to Ole Miss and become a Rebel. Hitters count to Olivo. Checked his swing, but he got a piece, or he went around in the eyes of Sam Finn, the home plate umpire, and the count swings even. Olivo into the mitt of Jesse DiMaggio. Strikeout for Chase Vandermeer here in the fourth inning.
Way to bounce back with the strikeout, and Olivo didn't really feel too comfortable at the plate against Vandermeer with his release. Just a little.
That's got to be a pretty tough matchup, I'd imagine. Right on right.
Just a bit uneasy, especially when that release point looks like it's coming right at you.
Henry Zener up to bat, struck out his only time up. Flies it foul off to the left and out of play. So the book is closed on Adam McKelvey. 3 hits, 3 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs. No walks and 2 strikeouts. I mean, as a whole, Hyannis kind of middle of the pack in terms of average. But, I mean, the slug, the power's been there, but a lot of the time with nobody on base. I mean, the grand majority of their home runs this season have been solo shots. One of the guys who's hit a non-solo shot is Henry Zener. Hit a 2-run home run the other day here at McKeon Park against YD on June 26th. Popped up, foul territory. Dawson Park, the third baseman, has no play. Well, Braden Sharp came in with the bases loaded in the top half of this inning, was able to get the pop out to second to the catcher, John Embry. So all 3 inherited runners did not score. Kept the shutout going for Hyannis as Zener fouls it off to the left. It closes the door on what was an electric start from Jonah Barkov. 3 2/3 scoreless on 2 hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. I mean, he literally pitched over half of the amount of innings he pitched this past spring as a whole for Oregon.
It's kids' night here at McKeon Park, and that foul ball was caught on the fly by a kid who has not moved since catching it.
Like on the fly, on the fly?
On the fly.
Does he got a glove out there? Or?
Oh, he does have a glove for sure.
Zener out ahead. Chaz, you're getting clipped with the binoculars on a lot in this game.
He still hasn't moved.
Why do you need the binoculars to see him? You're looking right at him. I mean, I could probably see him if I leaned a little bit more to my left.
He just reenacted catching the ball. I think he'll stay out there in case another one heads his way.
0-2 pitch coming up to Henry Zener. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chase Vandermeed as he blows the fastball by Zener for out number 2.
Second baseman from Fordham, number 34, Taylor Kirk. Second base Kirk.
Settling in quickly. 2 pitches. Gave up that Trey Hawsey home run, and now back-to-back strikeouts facing the bottom of the order.
Taylor Kirk, the number 9 man, getting his second look. First time out against Chase Vandermeed. Last time out for Vandermeed was on the 26th against Orleans. He was the winning pitcher through an inning and 2/3 of work. As Kirk fights it foul behind the plate. Little slide tackle from the Hyannis ball boy right there. You see that?
It's World Cup season. France picked up a 3-0 win over Sweden. 2 goals from Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, there it is again. Boom. Luckily there's no injuries right there.
That's just clean, good slide tackle right there.
Kirk down on strikes. After the leadoff, no, that's strike 2. Jumped the gun. Now he's down on strikes. After the leadoff home run, Chase Vandermeed strikes out the side. 4-0 Hyannis heading to the 5th on Cape League TV.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
A stay with Del Mar Vacations is more than a getaway. It's a refined Cape Cod experience. From beautifully maintained homes and elevated amenities to personalized service at every step, we deliver a level of care that sets us apart. Our dedicated local team ensures every detail is thoughtfully handled, allowing you to relax and enjoy your time on the Cape. With luxury homes in Barnstable and more than 400 properties across Cape Cod, Del Mar makes finding your perfect retreat effortless.
Top of the 5th inning from McKeon Park and Hyannis. Ryan Taransky to lead it off. And let's compare stats. Of course, Cotuit bottom in the Cape League with a 207 average now after the start of this game. The ERA is pretty comparable, and the win-loss record also pretty similar.
Hyannis continues to bring down its team ERA. They were miles ahead of the competition for the worst ERA in the league. And it really came down to their home ERA, which was miles ahead of their away ERA. And finally, things are starting to even out here. So far, 4 zeros on the board.
Taransky, Chrisman, and DiMaggio scheduled here in the Kettleers half of the 5th inning. Fouls it back towards us. Taransky popped out to Taylor Kirk to lead off the 3rd inning. Was part of the string of 11 up, 11 down at the time for the starter Jonah Barkov. On an 0-1, Taransky takes ball one. For Hyannis, as these middle innings pick up, it's important to just, of course, keep up zeros on the board as they continue to add on runs. Last night, the effort was strong early on, 3 for 4 with runners in scoring position, but the end of the night, 3 for 11. So all their 6 runs came in the first 3 innings, but weren't able to add on. Luckily, the pitching was so locked down.
Got the job done. The Harbor Hawks have kept themselves in games.
That's exactly why. Fall behind 2-1, throw competitive pitch to match it 2-2.
What a start from Barkov today.
On the ground, up the middle, might have hit off the pitcher. It's stopped by Lodis from the outfield lawn. What a play!
I don't know which side of that play was better, the stop or the pick from Trey Hawsey at first base. Lodis is so smooth up the middle wherever he is on the infield. You can see him all the way from center field and then just slide up across the diamond, and Hawsey had to lunge out and really stretch to make a beautiful pick to complete that out.
Great play on both ends, as you mentioned. Brady Chrisman takes low. Flew out to pretty deep center field. Henry Zener, his last time up. The average now dipping down to 148. Kind of a microcosm of how Cotuit in this bottom of the order has been. It's very top heavy in terms of the average. Takes a strike here. The Kettleers pitching this season has been pretty solid. Remember last season, it was the pitching that really stood out, especially early on. I remember it took Cotuit the first 8 games to get more than 2 extra base hits. It was like the biggest kind of mystery. And then, of course, you know, ascension to the mean and it evened out. Cotuit ended up making the playoffs and had a fairly deep run. Swats it foul off to the right, now to play on 1-2. We'll do it again.
Sam Finn looked for Braden Sharp to throw out the ball he had for a new one after that ball in the dirt.
Strike 3 called. Frozen pizza. And Braden Sharp has his first strikeout of the outing.
The catcher from Westmont, number 26.
Like to call that a pitcher's pitch right there. Watched it all the way in and had nothing he could do with it.
Right at the knees. Bring up Jesse DiMaggio, who was also a strikeout victim, but against the starter, Jonah Barkov. Barkov struck out 5 in his scoreless 3 2/3. So far, 3 up, 3 down for Braden Sharp as DiMaggio hooks this one foul off the facade of the Hyannis dugout. They're housed on the third base side here at McKeon Park in Hyannis. High drive left center. JP Head going back, still going, looking up, and it's gone. Solo shot for Jesse DiMaggio, and Cotuit's on the board.
Kettleers getting some work from the bottom of their order as the solo shot heads over to Cotuit. Still only runs scored by the long ball today.
You really don't see this too often on the Cape, especially with the wood bats. As Landon Beaver, top of the order up for the third time tonight. Strikeout victim in each of his first 2 times up to the plate. His top of the order for Cotuit, 1 for 6.
For Jesse DiMaggio, that's his 2nd home run and 5th hit in the Cape. Little JP head-like. We'll raise the average up from 143.
This is just game 9 for DiMaggio. Check swing on a ball down low and able to hold off. Hyannis has only walked 1 in this game. It was back in the 4th inning as Barkov walked 1 to get the bases loaded. Of course, that's been a struggle this season. Avoids the walk here at a fly ball to center field. Zener called off by the right fielder, Jax Jimenez, for out number 3. Cotuit on the board on the solo shot from Jesse DiMaggio. 4-1 Harbor Hawks heading to the bottom of the 5th on Cape League TV.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Hey Harbor Hawks fans, did you know the NAC Cape Cod is the official Light Up the Park sponsor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks all season long? Thanks to the NAC, the lights at McKeon Park stay bright all summer. With 2 convenient locations in Orleans and Hyannis, the NAC is the perfect spot for a burger, taco, milkshake, and much more. Visit thenacapecod.com to learn more or order online. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and we're joined by a very special guest in the broadcast booth, Sax Matson, a reliever for Hyannis. How you doing, Sax?
Good. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Well, Sax, why don't you tell the viewers how we know each other? Because, I guess you and me don't go a long way back, but you know a couple people in my family.
Yes, sir. So I guess 3 years ago, Zach was on.
My brother, Zach.
Yeah, Zach, Max's brother, was on my team at USC, which was my freshman year. He was one of my first friends, and then the following year we ended up as roommates and had his wedding this last year, or this past couple months. So we've grown pretty tight over those couple years.
Is this your first time out here on the Cape in Mass?
It is, yeah. Super beautiful spot. I'm enjoying my time for sure.
What was the process of learning that you were going to be coming out to the Cape, and how early did you kind of figure that out?
Yeah, I don't know when they start reaching out to guys, but for me, they reached out, let me think, middle of the year, just after March, I think. They reached out and said they had a contract for me, and so I took it right away, knowing this is the Premier League for college guys, especially going into the draft. So I was really excited to get out here.
It's Jax Jimenez to lead it off for Hyannis, top of the order against Chase Vanamede, and he flies one foul off to the left and out of play. So you're a USC guy playing under Coach Andy Stankiewicz. What's it been like to kind of go over from the Pac-12 over to the Big Ten and just see the entire changing landscape of college baseball?
Yeah, it's been a little bit different just in the way the teams play. The Pac-12, I felt like it was kind of a dog-eat-dog conference every weekend. You're going in against a really good team, and you got to bring your best, and not that you don't in the Big Ten, but the travel is much different as well. And, there's really good competition, but it's really fun going across the country and seeing different teams in different cities, and then just playing different competition that you don't normally play, usually on the West Coast.
Was there any specific places that you really liked? I know my brother said he loved Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State was cool. I mean, the park itself was super cool. My favorite probably was Bloomington. We ended up having to play a doubleheader, so we got an off day there. So you can kind of experience the town, which was super cool. And then also this last year we had an off day in Northwestern, so we got to go see Chicago, see the city, which was awesome as well.
Well, as soon as you said Bloomington, as there's a fly ball to left field, Ryan Taransky makes the catch for out number 1. Our other broadcaster, Quincy Bill, lit up. He IU guy back there.
Oh, there we go. Yep. There we go. Hoosiers. Yes, sir.
So what's it been like, of course, being out here for the first time? You're playing with a bunch of new guys. How has it been being able to gel with the new teammates and just get more comfortable here on the Cape?
Yeah, these guys are awesome. Honestly, one of the best teams I've been a part of. All the personalities. You can hang out with anyone. Loving all the guys. It's cool meeting people from across the country. I mean, we got guys from Florida Gulf Coast, and I'm from Washington State, play in Southern California, and then you got guys within the conference in the Big Ten like Kyle Levo, who you played against. It's super cool. And then just meshing with them and playing on the field and starting to play some good baseball here, Midway Point.
So I got a question. How does a guy from Washington State end up at USC? What was kind of the decision process in your recruiting timeline and everything like that?
Yeah, I think the draw is obviously the weather and the academics is what you hear about with USC a lot of the time, and so that was big. But Andy Stankiewicz, when he got hired, I knew he was building a good staff and had a vision of what has turned out to be a pretty good program so far since he's been there, and we're trending the right way. So I think those things really stood out to me early. And just getting out of that Northwest rain, that was big. I didn't want to be there, and everything else that USC has to offer past baseball, because I mean baseball's only there for so long, and so having that degree with you is pretty important.
I mean, you were a valedictorian in high school, so you know all about the books, right?
Something like that. Something
like that. I mean, I do my research.
Yep,
I do my research. Went out here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Matt Einish. I mean, I got to imagine, like, just meeting so many guys from throughout the entire country, because when you're playing weekend series, it's probably just you're sticking to your teams. And then here you're really able to mesh and talk to a lot more guys, so that's got to be nice. Just misses inside. You hang out down in the bullpens during the games usually?
I'm in the dugout, make my way to the bullpen here and there when I'm not pitching, but got to be with the guys in the dugout if I can.
What's it like working with pitching coaches Austin Wallace and Ray Korn?
They've been great. Austin, I mean, super knowledgeable, came from Red Sox org, so you're hearing pro-level stuff. And, I mean, he does a really good job with guys. He has a short amount of time, just making simple adjustments to help him with off-speed or just being in the square more. He's been great with me. Just does a really good job being one-on-one, which is not easy when you have turnover and pitchers, and getting to know him quickly, so it's been great.
Of course, coming to the Cape, the premier college baseball destination, was there anything specific that you wanted to work on? Because, I mean, you had a really nice year for USC, led the team, led relievers and strikeouts. So getting that up, of course, but also anything else?
Yeah, thank you. I would say just being consistent, trying to just improve my stuff, show that I can do it against the best. I mean, obviously Power 4 baseball and playing in out-of-conference stuff, I've played really good baseball players, but I think mostly it's just being consistent, maybe expanding my outings, going 2-3 innings, because most of my stuff was 1-inning rolls there, short stints, so just expanding there and proving I have some length to me.
I mean, I got to ask, what's the environment like playing in the NCAA tournament? That's huge, right?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. I would say Texas A&M College Station was probably the coolest environment I've ever seen. You got 11,000 right on your back, and they're all rooting for the Aggies, and then they get their chance going. It's super cool, but then to take it over and come out of there victorious is amazing as well. And then going to North Carolina, Chapel Hill's beautiful, and I mean the whole stadium's covered in Carolina blue. It's super cool, and you know you feel a little bit of pressure, but also I mean you're thankful you've had the opportunity to pitch, and there's some gratitude there because you get to pitch in what I mean you grow up dreaming as a kid, right? So that was pretty cool.
2 outs here in the last of the 5th inning. John Embry at the plate. What about this guy, Sax? John Embry's been amazing for Hyannis. What's it been like getting to work with him as a battery mate with him behind the plate?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of leadership behind the dish. He demands excellence out of his pitchers, which holds everyone to a standard, which I love. And there's a lot of compete. You see it in his ABs, always fouling stuff off, finding a way. And, I mean, I love him behind the dish because he's vocal. I really like vocal guys, and he does a great job, especially even though we're new. He holds us to the same standard he would. His guys at Florida Gulf Coast are now going to be Florida.
I mean, he's definitely vocal when he's up there in the box as well. You know, he'll spit on a pitch and then almost like put his tongue out or something.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, that was a curveball. I saw that one pretty well.
Yeah, he's a competitor. He's a leader, and he not only does he want to see himself succeed, but also the guys behind him. So you got to love that in a catcher and especially in a teammate. So
High drive left field. Turansky going back. Now into the corner. Cannot get there. It bounces in. Embry around first, on his way for second. He's got a 2-out double.
There he is, competing with 2 strikes, Max.
How about this slug from Hyannis tonight, Sax? 3 home runs. You got a double here. What's it been like seeing this from your perspective as a pitcher?
It's good. I mean, we saw it a little bit yesterday, too. I think we just needed to compete a little bit harder. That's what Mitch told us. And, I mean, we're here on a business trip, essentially, in the Cape to prove our skills, but it's also we got to compete and find a way to win. And I think we're doing a good job of stringing it together here and hopefully do it a couple more games in a row if we can.
Jordan Lodis batting with a guy in scoring position. 2-run shot back in the 3rd inning for his 2nd home run on the Cape. Chase Vandermeed delivers. And especially meeting like position players on an everyday basis, I mean, that's got to be a little bit different as well. I know the Cape is different from other summer leagues because it's really guys in, guys out pretty much every day, and especially as the calendar turns to July, I imagine that's going to get a lot more frequent.
Yeah, we got guys coming in just like Jonah today who did a great job, and then Jax. But it's cool meeting people that you played against like I did with those guys at Oregon. And seeing new faces because they're all really talented baseball players. So, I mean, when you get that many people, you get to meet different personalities, but also pick their brains for pitchers. You get to kind of learn what they do, and hitters just kind of hear about what they see and what is kind of difficult to hit, and so you can kind of mix that into your game if possible.
When you're picking a guy's brain, is it usually during shagging BP? Is that kind of a common time?
Yeah, talking about their outing from the night before. He took a spill.
Hopefully he's okay. Have you ever done that?
I don't think so. No, I haven't.
Maybe it's because he releases the ball so low.
Yep, he's a sidewinder. Makes it more difficult.
Does that thought ever cross your mind to go underhand like that?
Drop slot, actually funny story. Drop slot guys, they usually start over the top, and I tell this story all the time because my first bullpen was Sean Allen. He, our old pitching coach at USC, had me drop my slot one time to see how it would work, and we joke about it now because it was not for me. So, yeah.
Just no command over the ball?
No command. I mean, no velo. Just it's awkward. It's funky. Yeah. Glad we stayed where I'm at.
I got to say, I mean, I'm personally, like, comfortable throwing underhand, but I can't throw strikes if I ever did pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally threw, like, 73 miles an hour, so that didn't help either.
Yeah, no. I think overhand's the way to go. But this guy, I mean, he's doing a fine job.
2-2 to Lodis. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, Sax Matson, thanks so much, Sax, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patient.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
At Cape Cod Healthcare.
Well, it's been an eventful couple innings in the booth. We've seen Drake Toll, we've seen Sax Matson, and now we see the iconic Quincy Bell stepping up to the mic. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Hyannis on top of Cotuit, 4-1. Wow, this game has taken years off the life of myself for sure, but it's been a really fun one here as we welcome you on Cape League TV. 4-1 Harbor Hawks now, and it'll be up for Dawson Park. Park 0 for 2 with a strikeout tonight. And just gets a piece here.
Yeah, and Sharp did a good job with the bases loaded, 2 out, coming in for his first batter, inducing a pop-up to the catcher. That was a big moment in this game because Cotuit was right on the edge of coming back.
I mean, Quincy, I feel like Hyannis' lead feels larger than it really is just because they've been up all day since the first inning. It's 4-1, but Cotuit, I mean, the tying run's in the hole as Sharp just misses. You know, you string together a hit, maybe a walk, and then all of a sudden the tying run's up to the plate.
Well, they've pitched so well. I mean, the only thing that Cotuit has to show for them is that solo home run from DiMaggio.
In the air to right, that almost hit a bird on the way up. Zener makes the catch. That was pretty close. Did you see that?
Yeah, one of the, I guess, Harbor Hawks. Of course, a Harbor Hawk is an osprey. For those that don't know, it's just a nickname for an osprey. But, yeah, it was really close. Of course, Randy Johnson, the most famous baseball bird incident.
It's immediately what comes to mind. Jake Hanley, 1 out of 2 with a single. His single broke up the string of 11 up, 11 down, retired by Jonah Barkov to start the night.
Yeah, he had quite the start.
Goes right back to the bender, and I got to say, he read the reaction of Hanley after the first pitch of the at-bat. Hanley got straightened up on a pitch that wasn't even close to him. Then he goes to this time, a strike that drops right in. He got a similar kind of flinch from the left-on-left matchup. Goes back inside, but this one too far in.
You know, back-to-back lefties for Hyannis. Barkov, the lefty starter, really well, and then handing things to Sharp, another lefty.
Chopped slowly to first. Trey Haase waits for it, now flips. That one kind of took forever to get to Haase, but they're able to get the out.
Yeah, I think he thought he was going to just take that one himself, but Hanley, the big 6'6" first baseman out of Indiana, I mean, he's hustling down the line there, running almost full speed, and he almost beat it. That's why you got to run those out because you never know what's going to happen.
Here's Hunter Warren. Went back-to-back with Hanley with 2 singles in the 4th inning. The 2 out of 3 hits for Cotuit. Of course, the 2 singles, then the home run from Jesse DiMaggio. Kettleers have had only 1 at-bat with runners in scoring position tonight. And if we go back to June 20th, the first time these two teams played, only 4 at-bats with RASP. So 5 so far through a game in 6 innings.
Yeah, Cotuit has just really struggled with the bats this year. Hyannis has struggled as well, but Cotuit, they've pitched really well, but the bats as a whole just haven't really been there. They're last in average. They're last in slug and 9th in OPS as a team.
3-1. Free pass issued by Braden Sharp, his first walk of the day here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Well, Hyannis has largely kept it clean up to this point. The only other free pass, a walk in the 4th inning issued by Jonah Barkov. So far, no errors. And it's Owen Pano up to the plate. One of the guys who drew the walk. In the air to left. JP Head now comes in a couple steps for out number 3. 4-1 Hyannis heading to the bottom of the 6th on Cape League TV.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Eastern Propane and Oil is proud to recognize our hometown heroes throughout the Cape. If you are active duty military, veteran, police, fire, or EMT personnel, you are eligible for a discount. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, we got a new pitcher on the mound for Cotuit. Gives way to Eli Buxton after Chase Vanamee goes a few, making his 5th appearance of the Cape League summer. Last time out, 3 scoreless against Brewster in that 4-4 tie that was lighted out.
Yeah, he's had quite the up and down start to his summer on the Cape. Against Brewster and Orleans in his first 2 outings, he threw 4 innings, only gave up 1 run. Then on the 18th against Chatham, in an inning and a third, he gave up 5 earned runs. But he reeled things back in against Bourne during that tie. So he has really been, it's really been just the one bad outing for him.
Here's JP Head, 0 for 2. Out of the 5 spot of the order. It's been a home run party all day. 3 home runs for Hyannis, 1 for Cotuit. JP Head has gotten in on the action, of course, during the season. 3 home runs. 3 of his 6 hits this summer are home runs. And this is game 11 for Head. Looking for a home run on that first swing.
I mean, Hyannis as a team have just been throwing the ball out of the park any chance they get. They led the league in home runs with 13 coming into today's game, and they have 16 now. And it's been new guys getting in on the party as well.
One of those new guys, Matt Einish, knocked his first one of the summer out of the yard. Lodis got number 2. And then Hazy, who's been with Hyannis since day 1, since the first practice, got on the board in the 4th inning with a solo shot. The Einish and Hazy home runs, skyscrapers. Lodis more on a line as Head hooks it on the ground to third. Nice stop by Dawson Park. Gets up and throws. It's low. Dug out.
We've seen some really terrific plays on the defensive end today. Dawson Park with another one, dropping to a knee and just scooping that one. Throw not great to first, but Jake Hanley with a nice scoop over there.
Well, the aforementioned Hazy up to the plate. Participated in the Centerville pie eating contest last night and took a grueling loss. As he flies one on the left side of the infield. Dawson Park going as far as he can go. Lands right where the pie eating contest would have been if it was during that inning, just outside the Hyannis dugout.
And I think Hazy, he slugged so well at Louisiana Tech this past year, .595. But before that last home run, we hadn't really seen it on the Cape. He had just 1 extra base hit, which was a double. And it came 2 days ago against Orleans. So before then, it was all singles from Hazy, but now we've seen a little bit of the power that we knew he had the whole time.
Well, you mentioned the slug, 15 home runs at Louisiana Tech, and he launches it to right center. Kroberger was shaded the other way, looking up. It is gone! Trey Hawsey on cue. A big fly for number 2. 5-1 Hyannis here in the bottom of the 6th.
I didn't know if that one was going to have the height. It barely got off the ground, it felt like. But Trey Hawsey with the big blast, and the home runs just keep on coming. That's 4 for the Harbor Hawks, the most that they've had in a game this year. The previous high was 3, which was against Harwich back on the 25th.
Here's Kyle Olivo. So Hawsey homers two times within the hour. Not a lot of guys could say they've done that in their lifetime. Olivo lines it to left. That's in for a base hit. The hits just keep on coming for Hyannis. His second knock of the day.
Man, Olivo, you got to wonder where his at-bats were at the start of the season, because he has been on fire at the plate. He's now up to hits in his first 4 starts at the plate, and he's got 8 hits total in 4 games played now.
Meeting of the minds on the mound. Here's pitching coach Kevin Curtin discussing things over with Eli Buxton.
And the extra base hits have really gone up for Hyannis in these last couple of games. Not just the home runs, but I feel like we've seen guys putting the ball in the gap and down the line for extra bases more often as of late.
Zener shows the bunt, pulls it back. Back pick from the catcher, Jesse DiMaggio, and Olivo back safely. Olivo in at DH today. You figure Quincy's probably going to be seeing a lot of time getting the night off defensively just to rest his pitching arm. We've seen him at second base, though, when he has played in the field.
He's got a big lead over there at first. He might be looking to go. I'm not sure. He didn't steal any bases this past year at Iowa, but you got to love the heart that he plays with. I mean, even though he's a pitcher and they want to keep him healthy, I mean, he's diving back to first base every pickoff, head first.
Out ahead for strike 2.
I mean, he's taking a strong secondary out there.
We talked about it yesterday, but this guy does not get cheated on his swings. Big hacks in the box.
I mean, he doesn't get to hit that often. He likes to make the most of it.
1-2 count to Henry Zener. Is flown in the air left side. Dawson Park, the third baseman, called off by the shortstop Owen Pano, who makes the catch for out number 2.
He just got a little bit under it there. Zener did.
So that'll bring up the number 9 man, Taylor Kirk, who looks to get in on the party. Although not a prolific power hitter. 55 games at Fordham this past spring. 2 home runs.
Yeah, he's more of an on-base single guy.
Lines it. Cut at shortstop by Owen Pano. But Trey Hawsey lifts off for the second time this season, second time in this game. Hyannis leads 5-1, heading to the 7th on Cape League TV.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference. Leave your mark. Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Why are you in business? Is it to follow a dream? To carry on a legacy? Whatever your reason, at Cape & Coast Bank, we're as dedicated to your business as you are. Our cash management services help your business prevent fraud, manage payments and deposits, operate efficiently, and maximize earnings. To all the local businesses here in our communities, we say, we're here to business. Learn more at capeandcoastbank.com. Cape and Coast Bank, powering local.
Back here on Cape League TV, Milton Cat, proud to power the Cape all summer long. Braden Sharp still on the mound for Hyannis as the Harbor Hawks lead 5-1. It'll be 6-7-8 due up for the Kettleers as Quincy really lays into those binoculars there.
Yeah, it's Cohen Gomez warming up in the. Cohen Gomez is warming up in the bullpen for.
These things are never like fit for me. My eyes are all like weird in terms of like how far.
Using the right side?
Oh, what? No, that was totally the right side.
Okay, this is the side. If you look at this, it'll be
I
all.
wasn't looking at that side.
It'll be all zoomed out.
I didn't know you could even do that. Oh yeah.
It's not going to help you, but.
What other broadcaster has binoculars than Charlie Adams?
A lot of people do. A lot of people that do football, they use it to easily pick up on the numbers.
I don't really do football though, so I mean.
Football, you're really high up, and that's a sport where you like really quickly need to identify numbers. So a lot of people use them for football. For baseball, it's normally just to see who's warming in the bullpen.
I've used a couple, well, not used. I've done a couple hockey games from very high up, but I mean, you can't really ever use binoculars for hockey. Maybe after like a goal, trying to see who's first in the high five line or something, see who scored that. But that's a story for another time. Chase Kroberger up, takes a strike from Braden Sharp. He's now working another inning of relief. So far for Sharp, 2 1/3 innings of one-run baseball. It was just the solo shot for Jesse DiMaggio. Backdoor bender away.
Every single run today has been scored with the home run. 3 solo shots and a 2-run shot for Hyannis. Just the 1 solo shot for Cotuit.
Wild swing there. Two walks on the day for the Hyannis pitching staff. Cotuit has not issued a free pass. And they've honestly played a clean baseball game. It's just Hyannis has beaten them with the stick.
Yeah, a couple of – see, the home runs today haven't really been big soaring blasts. We've seen a couple barely get out. I mean, Matt Einish in the first inning just barely got it above the wall. Both of Hawsey's home runs also barely clear, but they still count the same.
Embry could not hold on. Frustrated with himself. When I caught up with Sax Matson in the booth just a few half innings ago, he told me that he loves pitching to a guy like Embry because he treats you like he would any pitcher, even if you've never played with him before as a battery mate. He's kind of coaching you from behind the plate, you know, affirming your pitching decision, affirming the different types of spin you're giving him. And, of course, frustrated with himself, not able to hold on for the strikeout there.
I think you'd want that out of a catcher. You don't want someone that's just going to tell you you're right all the time.
Almost certainly. That one misses by a lot, so the count runs full. Why are we keeping it on the booth cam? That was a little too long. Felt like I was playing the mannequin challenge from like 2015.
Can you believe 2015 was 11 years ago?
That is pretty crazy. We've officially hit Unk status.
That's uncomfortable for me to think about.
I mean, you definitely have. There's a strikeout to Kroberger.
22 is not that old.
It's 1 year older than I am, so I consider that old.
Of the three of us, Charlie's the baby. He's only 20.
Doesn't look like a baby, that's for sure.
That is true. He looks older than both of us.
Maybe it's the beard.
Gotta be.
He also looks uncanny, like Cam Scattaboo. Like, it's honestly insane.
Hold on. You guys will, if I show this, you guys will understand.
Like, Cam Scattaboo, a running back for the New York Giants,
I mean that is look
It's insane.
that's
It's actually insane how much he looks like Cam Scatterby.
it's crazy how similar he is.
Like they could be long lost brothers. Oh my gosh. On one.
Hopefully for you Giants fans out there, Cam Scatterby's back and healthy next year.
A pretty tough injury that ended his 2025-26 season prematurely. Here's the 2-1. Foul back towards us. I feel like the injuries in the NFL were very brutal this year.
Yeah, there have been a couple pretty bad ones.
Malik Neighbors early on, Scatterby.
And 2 Giants. They have a bright future, though, with Malik Neighbors, Scatterby, and Jackson Dart, all really young.
I'll skip away, but nobody's on base.
So for NFL, Max, were you Chargers until they left?
I mean, not really. I never really got into the NFL as much as I have been a fan of MLB, but I kind of became a Niners fan early on just because my mom's from San Francisco, and I mean, I liked Colin Kaepernick back in the day. I don't dislike him now, but I mean, he was a cool quarterback. You know, growing up, he was really good. Christian McCaffrey, of course. Now my mom went to Stanford legend, running back. Should have won the Heisman over Derrick Henry. That was ridiculous. Payoff. That's ball 4. Second walk of the day issued by Braden Sharp.
Good long at-bat there from Turansky, just working deep into that count there, making Sharp throw a bunch of pitches. We'll see how many more he has left. He's still just the second pitcher Hyannis has used today.
(5-1) Hyannis here in the top of the 7th as Chrisman cracks it to center. Zener has out number 2. Yep, 2015 Heisman Trophy.
I wasn't going to bring it up. Derrick Henry was nuts during that Heisman season. No disrespect.
How many rushing touchdowns did McCaffrey have?
I don't quite remember, but Derrick Henry was just impossible to tackle.
I mean, I remember watching.
In an SEC that was way more scary to play in than the Pac-12.
You're not wrong about that. That's for sure.
2015 junior year Derrick Henry, 15. Football Reference is glitching around for me. 28 rushing touchdowns.
Well, that led all of college football. Check over at first. That one was close, but Turansky able to get back.
It was close. The voting was very close between Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey.
I was talking about the pickoff, but yes, it was close.
I assume so, but 2,200 yards for Derrick Henry, 2,000 for McCaffrey.
Strike 2. Here's a little fun fact. Adley Rutschman tackled Christian McCaffrey when Rutschman was a freshman. He was a kicker at Oregon State. Of course, on the side of his baseball career, the former #1 overall pick for the Baltimore Orioles.
You don't see that too often, players playing multiple sports at the D1 level.
Strikeout here. They're going to have to complete the play. Embry to first. 5-1 Hyannis as we send it down to our sideline reporter, Sam Guarini.
Sam Guarini here. I'm with Hyannis Harbor Hawks, Bat Boys. What are your guys' names?
Seamus.
Felix. Guys, what's the best part about being a Bat Boy for the Harbor Hawks?
Probably getting to know the players each and every year.
Getting the foul balls and, getting the balls against the other players.
Yeah.
Good one. And who's your favorite Harbor Hawk?
Right now, probably Charlie Bates.
Me too.
Charlie Bates. And what's been the coolest moment so far being a Bat Boy?
Maybe today when I had that cool sliding one.
That was really cool.
getting talking to the players more and like yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and back to you guys. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sam. I mean, me and Charlie Adams noticed right away that slide behind the plate from the bat boy. What a valiant effort that was. Getting dirty. Harbor Hawks on top of Cotuit. 5-1 here in the last of the 7th on Cape League TV. It'll be top of the order to face Eli Buxton.
I'll tell you, one thing that's fun to watch is a lot of times both bat boys will compete for the ball behind home plate.
And the fans get into it too.
And when we were at Cotuit's ball boy and our ball boy, they were like really going at it for these balls behind the plate.
Hopefully they were friends. Hopefully it was friendly.
I would think so, but I mean they were scrapping behind the plate.
I mean, people are competitive people, especially when it comes to being a ball boy. I mean, I don't blame them. You just don't want to see anybody get hurt. I mean, there was like a legit slide tackle for one of the Hyannis ball boys in this game. No injuries on the play, but he was coming in hot, saw an enemy, whoosh, right into the dirt.
Maybe thinking he was in the World Cup.
It's funny. It's exactly what Charlie Adams said. It is the World Cup right now.
We were locked into Paraguay versus Germany yesterday.
You were locked into that when you were calling.
Well, Charlie had a second screen up, and we were watching the penalty kicks while we were calling the game.
Top of the order, Jax Jimenez, 0 for 3 out of the top spot. Switch hitter batting left-handed. He's only faced the starter, Adam McKelvey, so we've only seen him from the right side tonight. Now he switches back over in his Oregon Duck gear. You gotta imagine he's got 2 sets of Evo shields because it doesn't fit both legs the exact same. Switch hitters need double everything. Double the equipment, double the reps. I mean, if you're like swinging 10 balls off the tee, you can't go 5 and 5. You gotta go 10 and 10.
Got to. You just don't see switch hitters nowadays because with how great pitching has been, it's becoming hard enough to hit from just one side of the plate.
It's truly a dying art in MLB, that's for sure. You don't see it often. Jimenez down on strikes.
The third baseman from West Virginia, number 15, Matt Hyannis.
First strikeout of the day for Jax Jimenez. Although one of the guys who is a switch hitter that is a rising future star in MLB, Eli Willits, the brother of former Harbor Hawk Jackson Willits and now national champion Jackson Willits, drafted first overall, first round, first pick, as a 17-year-old. The entire Willits family has been switch hitting since they were literally learning to walk.
That's crazy to think about.
I mean, it literally runs in their blood. Switch hitting. It's like, you got blood types, you got genomes, you got switch hitting right in there. Written right into the DNA. On the ground, right back to Eli Buxton. Stabs it and throws to first for out number 2.
There was a point in time where I tried to become a switch hitter. I thought, maybe I could do it because I write with my left hand, but I play sports right-handed. So I hit righty all throughout my career, and then I was like, I think maybe since I do some things left-handed, I'm going to try hitting left-handed.
You're not going to believe this. I used to switch hit.
It did not happen for me. I went into the cages and tried to hit left-handed, and I maybe made contact with like 2 balls.
All right, take a look at this, Quincy. This is me hitting lefty, 7th grade. I'm about 4'6" here. Oh, it's too small. You see that? I mean, it's left center field. It's tough to see. I stopped switch hitting when I got to high school because, like, what the heck is the point? Like, realistically. It was cool, but I'm better as a righty. You might as well just stay in there on the right side.
We would always have games where we would either be up or down by a lot of runs, and kids would just say, Coach, can I go up there and hit left-handed, please? I just want to try it.
Remember Javi Baez did that once when he was on the Cubs blowing out the Reds. He actually got a knock to right center field.
I remember that as a Cubs fan. That was really funny.
2-2 count to Embry as Eli Buxton looks to go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. Got him. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Eli Buxton. 5-1 Hyannis heading to the 8th on Cape League TV.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Back here on Cape League TV, now in the top of the 8th, 5-1 Hyannis. New pitcher on the mound for the Harbor Hawks. It's Cohen Gomez, a 4.05 ERA across 4 outings for the Harbor Hawks. Last out against Harwich on June 25th. He was second in relief and got the loss. 3 earned runs over 3 innings, no walks in, a strikeout. But he made 3 wild pitches and a costly error in the field. So a lot of self-inflicted wounds for Gomez, looking to change that narrative. Hyannis looking to just close this one out in the later innings. He'll face top of the order Landon Beaver, Dawson Park, and Jake Hanley.
Overall, Gomez has been a really solid reliever for Hyannis.
Let's look at the upcoming schedule. Tomorrow against Bourne. Then you got the off day on the 2nd. Finally, after an 8-game and 8-day stretch, the series against YD on the 3rd and 4th. Out to Brewster and Falmouth on a 2-game road trip Sunday and Tuesday after an off day on Monday. The summer's really starting to heat up, Quincy.
Yeah, and Hyannis has, at least for now, turned things around a little bit. After 4 straight losses, they had a really complete performance yesterday against Falmouth. And Coach Mitch Carricker said he wanted another complete performance today, and so far he's gotten it with his Harbor Hawks up 5-1 in the 8th.
First pitch on the way to Beaver from Gomez is in the air to center field. Zener backing up on it, still going onto the warning track at the wall with room for out number 1.
Yeah, Cohen Gomez got welcomed to the game in a loud way there. First pitch swinging from Beaver, and he almost sent that one all the way out, but just got a little bit under it.
Well, pretty similar to what we saw in Chatham against Raymond Olivas, the first pitch of his relief outing. A home run to dead center field. This one, though, stays in the yard as he greets Dawson Park with a breaking ball for a strike. It'd be huge if Hyannis can close out this 8-game stretch strong. After a 4-game losing streak right in the midst, snapped it yesterday against Falmouth with the 6-2 win, and of course the job ain't finished. In the great words of Kobe Bryant here in the 8th. 5-1 Harbor Hawks lead.
You know, YD will be a challenge, that's for sure.
On an 0-2, he knocks it foul up the third base line out ahead. That'll skip in about 55 feet. Embry did his best to protect home plate umpire Sam Finn.
And Gomez has been, you know, other than that, those few mistakes he made during his last outing, overall he's been really solid for Hyannis. I mean, in 6 2/3, he's only given up 1 earned run.
Got him. Goes back to the breaking ball. First 2 outs here in the 8th inning for Cohen Gomez.
He went down in the zone and induced the swing and a miss from Park. Gomez ended his year at Stanford scorching hot. In his last 11 appearances, he put up a 0 in 9 of them. And he's not missed a beat since coming to the Cape.
By the way, the final line on Braden Sharp, 3 1/3 innings, a hit, an earned run, 2 walks, and 3 punch-outs. As Hanley cannot get any piece of the ball in that swing. Single back in the 4th inning for Hanley. Broke up what was an 11 up, 11 down streak. Perfecto bid for Jonah Barkov to start the game. And boy, did he dazzle in his first appearance on Cape Cod. Fly ball foul off to the left and out of play. On a 2-2. Hanley strikes out swinging. A 1-2-3 inning for Cohen Gomez, and he's got 2 punch-outs. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 5-1 Hyannis from McKeon Park on Cape League TV.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference. Leave your mark. Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Back here now in the bottom of the 8th inning. Hyannis vying for some insurance. Eli Buxton still on the hill for the Kettleers. And it'll be 4-5-6 to face him with Lodis, Head, and Hawsey scheduled. If anybody gets on, Kyle Oliva will have a chance. Let's take a look around the league and see how the scores are lining up here on the final day of June on Cape Cod. Brewster 10-7 over Bourne in an 8-inning final. Chatham and YD also called early. 6-6 ties, so YD is mortal. They get one in the losses, or in the tie range. Harwich currently on top of Falmouth, 11-3 in the 5th inning. And then Wareham 2-0 over Orleans here in the 7th.
And the good news for the Harbor Hawks is that other than Wareham, who's firmly 2 games behind Hyannis, nobody in the West Division won today. Wareham might pull off the win against Orleans, but Falmouth down 11-3. Brewster beat Bourne, and Hyannis will be in good shape to potentially move up in the standings if they can hold off this 5-1 lead against the Kettleers.
Lodis greeted with the first pitch strike from Eli Buxton. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it a lot this season. The West is much more open than the East, and it's not even close. Of course, this is game 15, but themes are theming early on. On the ground, a shortstop. Pano, a high throw, but Jake Hanley is tall for out number 1.
If you just look at points, Bourne, first place in the West, they have 15 points. Chatham is in 4th place in the East. They have 16 points. So if you switched Orleans with any team in the West, they would be in last place in the East.
First pitch strike into JP Head, looking to get his first hit of the day. Kind of one of the few guys left off the party in terms of reaching base. Him, Henry Zener, and Taylor Kirk, alongside Jax Jimenez, lines this one to left field. Turansky cannot get there. On cue, JP Het has a hit.
And another thing that might work out for the Harbor Hawks is that most of their games have come against the East already. They're 1-8 against the East, but they're 4-1 against the West with far less games played. So they'll have a lot more games coming up against Falmouth and Bourne, who they play tomorrow. They might be able to pick up some wins against teams that haven't been, lighting it up.
Trey Hawsey, I want to say quietly, but it's not really quiet anymore. Having a phenomenal day at the plate. He's perfect. 3 for 3 with 2 home runs and a single. I feel like in all the excitement of the multiple home runs, the great pitching performances from Barkov and Sharp, it's kind of easy to overlook what he's done as he pops one shallow to center field. Chase Kroberger coming in the twilight makes the catch for out number 2.
And with how Hawsey's been hitting the ball, Kroberger was all the way back near the wall when the pitch was being thrown. He had to come all the way in. He didn't stop running until he made the catch there.
So that'll bring up Kyle Olivo, who's gotten a pair of singles in this game. It's been a really nice, I kind of want to say, addition for the Harbor Hawks to the order, considering he came in here as a pitcher, of course, a two-way player out of Iowa. But manager Mitch Carricker finally gave him a chance on Wednesday against Orleans, and it's safe to say he's taken with it and run with it.
I mean, I think addition is a nice way to put things because he didn't see any spots in the lineup for the first week and a half of the season. And since he's come in, he hasn't had a game where he hasn't gotten a hit.
Last time up, the time before, he struck out against Chase Vandermeer. Then he singled his last time up. Seems like he's kind of struggled a little bit on these same-sided matchups, especially when the arm angle gets a little bit wacky. Head on first base here in the last of the 8th inning. 0-2. Lined up the middle to the backhand off the glove of Warren. That'll be probably a single for Kyle Olivo and what should be his 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, that was a hot shot over to second. Warren just couldn't quite get it on the quick hop. I would rule that a hit, but I think it could go either way.
I don't think it was as obvious as maybe I said it to be, but I think that's probably going to be ruled a hit because it was one of those in-between hops. If he made it, it was not really a routine play, but it's one that you would see probably made maybe 4 times out of 10. We'll have to wait and see as Zener steps up with 2 on.
We've talked about it. This game, I think, feels more in the favor of Hyannis than it actually is, just because of, I think, how much they've outplayed Cotuit. I mean, they're out-hitting them 11-3 right now, but they still could use maybe another run to add on. And they do call it a single from Olivo.
With that single, Olivo hitting .563 with an OPS over 1,400. Wow.
He might be in the lineup to stay.
Certainly leading the Cape League in average, that's for sure.
I don't know if Mitch Carricker has a choice than to leave him in the lineup with how he's hitting.
And what he's also doing is he's giving himself a real chance to be a full-time two-way player at Iowa this upcoming fall. He only had 28 at-bats this past spring.
Yeah, if they see what he's doing with the bat up here against the best of the best in collegiate baseball, he probably would get some more at-bats, I'd think.
2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Zener pops it up. Foul off to the left and out of play. We'll do it again.
This has been a solid little relief stint from Eli Buxton. He's only given up 1 run with the homer to Hawsey.
Line foul, almost took off the leg of J.C. Fernandez. Did that go between the wickets?
I think he jumped over the ball.
It's pretty athletic play.
Really
he just
close.
sniped Charlie Adams eating a hot dog. In his opinion, the best dog on the Cape. We'll do it again. On a 2-2, Zener runs it full, and now it's time to party. Both runners will be on the move. 3-2, 2 out, 2 on here in the last of the 8th inning. Hyannis bidding for insurance in the bottom of the 8th. On the ground, up the first base line out ahead. We've seen now 2 foul balls in pretty much the exact same spot from Henry Zener.
Yeah, he's putting up a good at-bat right now. Just a little bit out in front with those hot shots down the first base side.
Stays alive.
Hyannis dugout's loving it.
8 pitches so far in this AB for Zener. On a 3-2, Zener down on strikes. It's in the dirt. Jesse DiMaggio throws him out to complete the strikeout. We're heading to the 9th. 5-1 Hyannis here at Cape League TV.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
A stay with Del Mar Vacations is more than a getaway. It's a refined Cape Cod experience. From beautifully maintained homes and elevated amenities to personalized service at every step, we deliver a level of care that sets us apart. Our dedicated local team ensures every detail is thoughtfully handled, allowing you to relax and enjoy your time on the Cape. With luxury homes in Barnstable and more than 400 properties across Cape Cod, Del Mar makes finding your perfect retreat effortless.
We've made it to the 9th. 5-1 Hyannis here on Cape League TV. Cohen Gomez looking to close this one out for skipper Mitch Carricker and the Harbor Hawks, trying to win 2 consecutive games. Hunter Warren, Owen Pano, and Chase Groberger scheduled here in the 9th as Cotuit looks to bring this one back even. Warren 1 out of 2 with a walk. I mean, so far, of course, you don't want to jinx anything for Hyannis, but with how great the offense has been, it's really easy to overlook how lights out the pitching has been all night.
Yeah, just the 1 run, and it was the homer from Jesse DiMaggio in the 5th inning. But Jonah Barkhoff was terrific, set down the first 11 batters he faced, loaded the bases, but Bryden Sharp came in relief, got out of it. He only gave up 1 hit himself. And Cohen Gomez, a 1-2-3 8th out of the bullpen for his first inning, looking to close this down.
First pitch strike into Hunter Warren, and that's been a common theme of the day. First pitch strikes. The starter, Jonah Barkhoff, who went 3 2/3 scoreless, jumped ahead of hitters his entire outing. Although he fell behind the first batter of the game 3-1. You know, there's something called the butterfly effect. And, you know, maybe if he walks the leadoff batter, maybe this entire game's different. Could have set the tone differently for the entire outing. You never know.
Yeah, I guess we don't.
Line to left. A base hit to lead off the ninth for Hunter Warren, his second knock of the day.
Shortstop from Ole Miss, number 9.
Still, though, that's the 4th hit that Cotuit has had all day. And the first time these two teams played at Lowell Park, they only had 1 hit. So far in the Battle of Barnstable, Hyannis pitchers have really had the upper hand.
I mean, Cotuit so far through 2 games has combined for 5 hits against Hyannis. Of course, not 2 complete games. A game in 8+ innings. Owen Payno fouls it back.
And ball boys going after it again.
Goes to the changeup there and gets a wild swing and a miss. That one probably started off the plate and ended off further away. But the advantage count for the pitcher, Cohen Gomez, on the hill. Hyannis looking to roll a pair here and get some 2-for-1 action. Instead, he'll get the strikeout of Payno.
Center fielder from Alabama, number 20.
Gomez has some really strong strikeout stuff. That's now 3 Ks in his first 4 outs. He's been really dominant against righties this year coming into this game. Righties were just 2 for 20 against him.
Quick 0-2 count for Gomez. He's recorded at least 1 strikeout. And now all 5 appearances on the Cape. And he's got back-to-back Ks here in the 9th inning.
He's just so smooth when he comes out of the bullpen. I feel like there's never any problems with walking guys or getting behind counts. It feels like when he's been beat, it's been because hitters have been hitting the ball against him.
Runner goes, and that should be a defensive indifference as Embry had no interest. What do we got going on here?
Well, we need to get better lighting for the booth cam. If I can get the ring to stay there. See, that's much better.
It is looking nice. On a 2-0. Turansky takes ball 3. This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Strike in there to Turansky. There's a walk issued by Cohen Gomez.
Designated hitter from Georgia Southern, number 16.
4th walk of the day for Hyannis pitching. 4th walk in the game. Cotuit has not walked a batter on the hill. It's largely just been Hyannis hitting around the Kettleers, but that puts 2 on. And let's not forget, Cotuit is in slam range.
And the guy on deck, DiMaggio, has their only home run today.
To shallow center field, Zener come in and he'll have to play it on a bounce. They hold all 3 runners.
I think if you're Gomez, to the one guy who's homered today, he's the only really run that matters. You'd need a home run for this game to be tied. I think you pitch everything away. I think you just try to pitch around him almost. Because if you do surrender a walk, you're still up 3. The only thing that can really hurt you right now is the home run.
Warren on third, Taransky on second, Chrisman on first, DiMaggio at the plate. First pitch just upstairs. Bases full of Kettleers. And the tying run at the dish. Really the last thing Hyannis wanted to do. To right center field. Henry Zener into the gap, can't get there. 1 run is in. Taransky around third. A 2-run single for Cotuit. DiMaggio's picked up 3 runs batted in this game. And the tying run is on first base.
And Gomez, I thought, did a good job with that pitch. I mean, he threw the fastball away, but DiMaggio just went out there and slapped it to right center. Still, though, no real reason to panic if you're Hyannis. You're still up by 2. Now, I wonder if DiMaggio tries to take second here and really put himself in scoring position to try to tie this game.
Pinch runner at first base for Cotuit. It's Noah Coy. First pitch strike to Landon Beaver.
So now with the pinch runner, I think he's definitely going.
I mean, Hyannis probably not going to throw down there. Hyannis 1 strike away.
Big noise coming from the home dugout and home fans.
One, 2. Fouled back towards us. Tying run on first base in Noah Coy. Chrisman on third, Coy on first. 1-2. On the ground right side. Taylor Kirk ends the game. Hyannis takes the second Battle of Barnstable, 5-3 over the Cotuit Kettleers.
Well, they made it interesting at the end, but still a dominant performance, I think, overall from Hyannis. Always great when you can take one from Cotuit, a West Division opponent. They only need to win one of the final 3 games against the Kettleers to take the series. 4 homers. Other than the scare in the 9th, not much to dislike about today's game.
Final score, Hyannis 5, Cotuit 3. Harbor Hawks win 2 in a row. And in other news, I have scored a perfect game in my scorebook, my second of my career, second of the Cape League summer. Look at this, folks. This looks absolutely beautiful. Get your hands out of the way.
I was trying to clap.
Taking a picture. All righty. Hyannis gets one done. We got to talk about the power in this game. Hyannis explodes for not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 home runs, 2 for Trey Haase, 1 for Matt Einish, and Jordan Lodi's a 2-run shot of his own.
Yeah, they were hitting the ball hard, and it's been a theme, really, for the Hawks all season long. They led the league in home runs coming into this game. Now they've almost put it out of reach almost. I mean, they now have 17 home runs on the season through 15 games. The only issue had been really getting runners on for those guys that have been hitting home runs. But a 2-run shot from Lodis, a couple more solo home runs, but still, the power is here with this team, and the newcomers have really done well. I mean, Matt Hyannis in only his 3rd game, he joined in on the home run parade. I mean, everyone really played. It's hard to find a guy that played badly today for Hyannis.
7 games in the past 7 days for the Harbor Hawks, and this streak, this marathon will end tomorrow. 8 games in 8 days. Hyannis back on the road against the Bourne Braves. There you got to look at the final out. Or just a foul ball to the left. Our producers weren't able to get that one. We still love them. We're very grateful for them. But for our entire crew, we're here with the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. For Quincy Bell, Charlie Adams, James Kluggish, our producers, and Hope Nolan. For our sideline reporters, Ethan Wax and Sam Guarini. And for my perfect scorebook, I'm Max Schwartzberg saying thank you so much for tuning in with us here on Cape League TV.